Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I don't normally do 2 videos a day, but I have to do the second one due to the fact of what's going on. Now, if you've noticed from the thumbnail, you already know what this rant is about, and this is a heartfelt rant over the fact that God frickin' forbid anybody actually release a realistic, honest review on Final Fantasy VII. Oh my dear Lord, oh my God, he didn't bow down to the God of games and say that it is the most fantastic game he's ever played. Well, you know what? Whenever I do a game review, I am honest and non-biased with a title, okay? Because when you do a game review, people, you might not realize this, but it's a lot harder than you think. You gotta play through the game and put your mindset behind you. You have to take the pros and the cons of every title you play and implement it into an honest review. I am not going to bow down to anyone that tells me that I'm supposed to say something about a certain freaking game. I'm not like that, okay? I am honest. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Because in this day and age, we need more people like me who are honest that don't just jump on the fan bandwagon just because something that you jerk-offs have been waiting for 15 years. You know what? I hate to tell you this, but I was very nice with my review of Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is the honest feelings of what my personal feelings are with this game. And this will tell you the very dramatic difference between my honest, non-biased review and my personal feelings of this title. First of all, you are all jacknuts for thinking that this is a good game, okay? Does it play well? Yes. Does it look great? Yes. But you know what? I'm old school, baby. I grew up all the way back from the fucking 80s, and I know it doesn't take beautiful graphics to make a good game. It takes great gameplay. Now, does Final Fantasy VII Remake have great gameplay? Yes, it does. And I said that in my review. But people, does it fit with what Final Fantasy VII was? No, it does not. It is nothing more than a reskin of Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 thrown in the damn textured game world of Final Fantasy VII. And it's not even that well done. It really isn't, people. Think about it. 15 years for this? How long did it take to make Kingdom Hearts 3? And when you finally got that, let's be honest, it was a steaming pile of horse shit. Did the game play great? Yes. Did the story make sense? Hell no. Did the continuity make sense? Hell no. Was it repetitive as fuck after 10 minutes? Hell yes. And it's the same thing with this. The only thing this has got going for it is the fact that the depth of the mechanics of the fighting game engine, and the fact of the nuances you can do with the materia system and the upgrading of your gear and stuff. But besides that, the story is utter friggin' garbage. It's garbage, people. They took one of the most loved Final Fantasy games of history and they butchered it. They butchered it. You know why? You do know why, people. Is because after 15 years of friggin' developments, they realized they had to get something out the door. Now, you tell me in 15 years, you couldn't take a game like Final Fantasy VII and actually make it into a complete experience? Yes, you could. But they were so many slack-jawed fucking morons that were so high-strung in designing a game that they kept scrapping it every other year and starting from scratch and pissing away time and money for this? No, it's not that good. I'm sorry, the character development's not that good. The only thing that's good is the fact that they did expand upon some of the other characters like Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, and certain scenes that they had added into it. But in the fact of the matter, if you take out the gameplay, which is the most solid thing of this title, okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm not nitpicking on the gameplay. The fighting mechanics are great, but it's not Final Fantasy VII. And I know it's like, but Nathan, you gotta have an updated version of the game. Bullshit. You can update a game and still stay true to what made it that original game. A good example is Resident Evil 2 Remake. While it did some new aspects to it, it stayed true enough to the original game to where it actually made sense. This does not. You don't take a game where like the first 10% of the game takes place in Midgard and you make the whole game on Midgard? People, are you fucking stupid? Do you want to play 8 fucking games in the series before you get to the finale? If it took them 15 years to make one game, do you really think they're going to have the next one out even before 5 years? You'll all be dead before you get halfway through this. Because what they're going to keep doing is the same thing. They're like, what are we going to do? Well, we don't want to actually make the full game. We want to stretch it out. So we're going to do some cool stuff of stretching it out and adding parts to it. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But there's no reason why the first part that's 10% of the whole game should be the first whole game that's released in 15 years. 15 years for this? It's not that good. The story is convoluted as shit. They changed most of the main plot points. They twist stuff around and they make it so convoluted there's no way in hell that when they get to the next part, if they ever even finish it in 5 years, that you're going to give a rat's ass. Honestly, this is not a good game. This is not how you make a good game, people. Look at Resident Evil 2. I know I keep falling on that, but that's the newest game I can actually say that did it right. They got the full game, and while they changed a lot of aspects to it, like the swap mechanic that you had between Claire and Leon, they still did it in a way to where it was still a complete package. You got the complete package with one game. And this is going to be, 5 or 6 games? Maybe 3 if we're lucky? How the hell are they going to do that if you take a 10% of the game and turn it into a 40-hour experience? This is 10% of the full game of Final Fantasy VII, and it's a standalone one-game title. How are they going to do the open world aspects? How are they going to do all the other stuff with this in the way they're doing this now? It's not feasible. The only way they're going to do it is if they slapdash and half-ass everything back together in a big mishmash of bullcrap in the next 3 games. I mean, seriously, this just pisses me off. This is not how you do it. It just comes off as a cash grab. You can have a buttery smooth, great playing game. But if you don't have the total overall package, it's not that good of a game. And all the flaws that I pointed out in my review are true, and I stand by it. And anybody out there that says I'm wrong is just nothing but a dick-sucking fanboy that just wants to jerk off over the fact, oh my god, Final Fantasy VII is gone, oh, it's the best game ever. No, it's not the best game ever. If you want to make the best game ever, why don't you remake Final Fantasy VIII? Ooh, I said it and I mean it. 8's better than 7. 7's not that good. 8's better. Ooh, Cloud Strife and his big sword. Ooh, look at me. Ooh, I'm a badass. You know what? I'm sorry. All you fanboys need to grow the fuck up and realize that your crap does stink. This is not that great of a fucking game. It never was that good of a game. The only thing that was good about it was the overall length. It was an epic experience from start to finish. And you know what? Anybody out there that can tell me when you are spamming Knights of the Round 12 times to try to do 10% damage to the final boss, that's not fun and good character or game design. That's just our trick as hell and a pain in the ass. Just like this game's going to be over the fact of waiting for so long for a reskinned version of Final Fantasy 15 running off the friggin' Kingdom Hearts 3 game engine. You can tell it's Kingdom Hearts 3. Do you know why it's Kingdom Hearts 3? Because it's the same producer from Kingdom Hearts 3 that stepped on and was able to get it done. Just like he did with Kingdom Hearts 3. And he rushed and slapdashed the game out. Was it a playable game? Hell yes! Most certainly a playable game. A good game, in fact. But the story does not go with the actual gameplay. And the fact of the matter that they're splitting this up into multiple parts is stupid. And the fact that you people out there are willing to buy this, it makes you stupid. Seriously, this is not how you make a game. I was just waiting for them to have microtransactions and loot boxes in this sumbitch. Thank God they don't have that. But seriously, this is not that good of a game. The story is convoluted as shit. The only thing that saves is the boss battles and the gameplay. But you take that out and then you got about maybe 15 to 12 12 to 15 hours worth of gameplay, and the rest is all backtracking bullshit. Oh, I want to level up my character. I want to do all this. I want to do this. And when you get done, though, the actual skeleton structure of this title is nothing more than a bare bones adventure that took them way too long to make because they couldn't make up their fucking mind what they wanted to do in the first place. And we ended up with this Final Fantasy 15 reskin. While it plays great and has a deep sort of fighting mechanic in it, at the same time, this is not Final Fantasy 7. And you people today will be like, but Nathan, we've got to evolve with the times. No, we don't, okay? You can evolve with the time to an extent. But if you change every single aspect of a game other than the way the characters look and act, it's not the same game. You should have just called this Final Fantasy VII Reimagining. Because that's what it is. It sure as hell ain't a remake. This is not a remake of the game that I played, that I loved, that I grew up on. And it will never be. And it will never be finished with the way Square Enix actually pumps these titles out. And in the end, it's going to be a convoluted, massively story-ended, nasty-ass mishmash of stupid plot points that ain't going to make sense, a focus on a bunch of stupid-ass secondary characters. You know what? You can take this game and you can shove it up your shiny metal asses. Because in this day and age, I don't give a rat's ass what any of you people say. When I do my game reviews, I will stay true to what I feel is right. I will be honest and non-biased in my reviews. Even when I love a game or even when I hate a game. But when you have a plethora of content to go by with Final Fantasy VII, and you choose to do this, to release a game that is 50 hours of something that could be done in 5 hours, instead of focusing on making a game, you decide to do this instead, because you know the people are so hard up for their Final Fantasy VII, no matter what you do. Oh my God, Aerith. Oh my God, Aerith. Oh, Tifa. Oh my God. You know that people are going to buy it and they're going to say it's a great game. But it takes someone like me who's got the balls to actually get on here and say, you're wrong. It's not a great game. The mechanics are great. The graphics are great. The boss battles are great. But the story is contrived as shit. The actual structuring of the game is crap. And the fact that you're stretching it out so long just shows that you as a company don't know how to make a fucking game anymore. This was Nate, a.k.a. Devil Dog, and God knows how many dislikes I'm going to get on this video, but I don't care. Leave your comments below what you think of this particular rant and what I'm wrong about on this. Hit the like button. Yeah, like that's going to happen, but I don't care. This was Nate, a.k.a. Thank you very much for watching. Nate, a.k.a. Devil Dog, saying peace out.